All right, you're a content creator, you have tons of followers, but you are earning like zero from your accounts, but you want to have some type of passive income, but you want to basically be able to monetize everything and earn a bunch of money and help a lot of people. So these are the biggest mistakes that you need to avoid. Okay, so common mistake number one is that you try to sell in all of your videos instead of having a system that sells for you. And what that does is that it makes you sound like a salesman or saleswoman, and it breaks trust, and it makes your audience feel like you're not in it to help them anymore, you're just in it to make a buck from them. So instead of selling in your DMs constantly or selling in all of your videos, posting about it, selling in your stories, you have to create a system that sells for you. Okay, and that system can include, a super important part of it at least, is having some type of a video sales letter, and you can use this in multiple different ways. The most common path people use is that they have a funnel. So they have a landing page that they most likely have in their bio, or they provide it in some way, maybe by having a lead magnet first. Okay, let me keep it simple, but VSL, most likely you have it on a page, you can put it in your bio, and then people go into the bio, they go into the page, and on that page it's a video sales letter. So a video sales letter is a video that basically converts the viewer into a buyer through the copy of the video. So how you make the actual video is very important as well, because you don't want to be like, oh, this program is so good because it has weekly calls and it has 5 modules and this and this, that. You don't want to name features. Like, that is something that a lot of people do wrong as well. They name all the features of joining, but they don't talk about the transformation enough. People will not buy because they get a call every week or because they get X amounts of episodes. They buy because they want the transformation, and the better the transformation, the higher you can charge, and the more money you can make, and the more lives you can change. Because if someone sees something of high value and it's cheap, the price point is low, either they will not buy because they feel like, how can this give such a good transformation and still be so cheap? It must mean that it isn't working that well. Or secondly, they see the price point and they buy, but since it's so cheap, they're not gonna be a serious student or client. They're not gonna take it as serious, and they're probably not gonna get any results, because getting results means that you're, all in and really putting in your time and effort to make a change. So your people are gonna be mad because they're gonna be like, this doesn't even work. They're gonna blame it on the program, when in reality it's them that is not putting in the effort, because they're not a quality student, because it's so cheap. And which means that you're not gonna attract the best students to your program, and your reviews are gonna be bad as heck, and the community feeling overall is not gonna be good, and it's just gonna become one of those programs that you eventually stop doing and throw in the trash, kind of. How you do it is you have to have a high price point, but you also need to validate that price point by providing value that matches the price point. If you have a good transformation, you can price it higher, but there's also like ways to structure this. So if you know that you can bring a really life-changing transformation to people with your knowledge and everything, you don't want to make like a simple PDF and charge like $20. You want to make a program with modules, so there's levels to this, but you want to have community, curriculum, and access to you, or some type of accountability in some way in real time. So what that can look like is obviously community is like a place where people can network, gather, speak with each other. So it can be Discord, WAP, school, whatever. And then the curriculum, so that's gonna be the episodes or lessons, the video lessons, and modules. So it's structured and it's actually something that people can follow along and take action on along the way. And then third is the accountability and direct access to a coach or something like that. So that can look like weekly calls, like 1 weekly call is even good. You can have 2 weekly calls, like it doesn't matter, but as long as they have something that someone they can go to and receive in-person advice and ask their questions and be accountable and make progress and stuff like that. This, like all of these three, makes a really, really good program that actually helps people make a change. If you really want to help people, selling a PDF for $20 is not the solution. It's not the solution. You have to price it high, because that means that when someone buys, they feel like they've invested a lot into this, so they're gonna take it more seriously. They're gonna take action, because if they don't take action, they've wasted all of their money. So which means that if they take action, they go all in because they've invested a lot of money, then they will get results. Most likely the chances of them getting results is gonna be way higher. You're gonna be able to help way more people, and you're gonna earn way more money doing it as well. So you're not putting all of this effort into helping people, no one gets results, and you don't even make money. It's just, a flop. So really key. Going back to the VSL, how you can get people to actually watch the VSL. I mean, it's not enough to just have a VSL and put it in your bio. You have to attract people to want to watch the VSL. So the video sales letter is like a long form video that actually takes the viewer through a journey, through a process, and has all of these different stages in the video that the viewer has to go through in order to be converted into a buyer. To get people to the video, you can have short form videos, or it doesn't have to be short form, but it's one way, where you attract the people to be like, hey, if you want to know more, if you want to learn this, watch this video. And then you point people to the video. What this does is, first of all, you don't have to sell in all of your videos. You have one video that does the selling. All of the other ones, it's just there to entertain, give value, attract people. Doesn't make you like a salesperson anymore. This makes sure that this single video lives on forever and constantly converts people without having to make new sales videos all the time and be like, explain over and over again and handle objections over and over again. What you can also do is, in your short form videos or other videos that is supposed to be a lead magnet to the video sales letter, is have an actual lead magnet like resources or assets. So it can be kind of like a short mini PDF that you give out for completely free to people to get them to watch the video sales letter. So you can be like, hey, get this free PDF, comment the word PDF or whatever, and then you're gonna send the PDF through an automation. There's ways you can set this up. You send it basically to like the DMs, and as well as the PDF, you also send the video sales letter. The video sales letter, if you really do it right, you can also have the video sales letter be the resource that provides X value to the prospect. There's people that have done this really effectively. One of the people, he was able to make over $20 million from doing exactly this. He did it really good, so you have to make sure that you also do it good, but it's a way you can go about it. Yeah, of course there's more things to it, so you have to know how to make the copy to be really good and not selling like in the copy, like or sound sales in the copy. Take people through a journey, proof in your like page funnel, proof testimonials, credibility, you know, all of those stuff. And if whether you're selling to women or men, the kind of approach is gonna be different. So if you're selling to men mostly, then it's gonna be more kind of like logical and more like, okay, what exactly do you get out of this? If you're selling to women, it's more gonna be kind of like focused on the feeling, the transformation, the community part of it. So it's different depending on, and also having a unique value zone or unique selling proposition is gonna do wonders, because if you're selling something that a lot of people is already selling and you have nothing unique about your specific solution, then people don't even know, like, okay, why should I buy this one when I can buy someone else's, or why should I buy this exact transformation or exact program. So something unique that makes you stand out, but you can't reveal what the unique thing is, because that's what people buys your program for. So it's gonna be in the program, and it has to be something that is actually unique, because what most people do wrong as well is that they think that as soon as someone pays, it's a sell, but it's not a sell, because you can get chargeback, you can get refunds, and you can have people leave. It does not mean that just because they paid it's a sell. After they have paid and when they have onboarded, you have to make sure that you're delivering what they paid for, to make sure you have good reviews, more people wanting to join, and no refunds, or as little refunds as possible. That is how you make money. It's a lot of things that goes into it, but this is kind of like a little easy beginner crash course video on how you can do it. If you feel like you'd rather have someone else do all of that work for you so you can focus on actually making content and attracting viewers, I do this for a living, so you can just hit me up on Instagram. It's linked in the bio. Also, I do have a launch resource, you can say. Basically explains a launch story sequence that is highly effective and have made millions of dollars. If you want that, you can click the link in the description as well. Yeah, I will catch you in the next one.